What's that smell?
Ooh.
Oh, it's me.
Oh, it's me. That's terrible.
When was the last time we showered?
Reno?
Reno?
It's been too long.
Okay. Let's remedy this. Hot spring.
Hot spring.
Me.
Yes, hot spring.
Spencer, Hot Springs.
Let's go.
We are Dave, Carrie, and Rudel. In 2018, we set out to explore one adventure at a time. Join us as we continue our journey to find the best free camping.
This is great. I love it. We are currently driving down Highway 50, which is my favorite highway in the state of Nevada. And the reason why I say that is because there is public land in each direction you look. I mean, both sides of the road. There are dirt and gravel roads leading off to the mountains everywhere you look. It really brings out the explorer in me because I want to go down every single road just to see where it goes. I mean, I love this area.
Yeah, so Nevada is something like 60% public land, 60% of the state. And Highway 50 just is like everywhere. But you must come prepared when you're on Highway 50.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of gas stations. It's one of the most remote areas that we've been to.
I think it might be nicknamed the loneliest road in America.
Yeah.
Does that sound familiar?
It could be.
We'll have to look that up.
I definitely recommend trying it out. If you go in the winter time though, it does get extremely cold and can be dangerous. You have to keep an eye on the weather report. But if you're an explorer like I am, this is something you're gonna want to take a look at. I don't think a lot of people showcase this area, and there's a lot to do and a lot to see. $51 for half a tank of gas.
But you don't turn down gas in the loneliest road.
You got it. You get a gas station here, you got to take it.
We like to play a game of when we get there, how many cars are going to be there.
Yep.
And we're in the middle of nowhere, Nevada. So I'm going to be optimistic. It's Wednesday. I'm going to say there's going to be no cars at this hot spring.
And because we've been to a lot of hot springs and there's just people everywhere, I'm going to guess 4 cars.
4 cars. Okay.
The road's pretty good.
Mildly washboard, but not bad.
Not bad when you take it fast. Today we are in central Nevada, just off Highway 50. And this is the Big Smoky Valley, and we're at Spencer Hot Spring. This is all BLM land. This valley right here is like a rolling sea of sagebrush with snow-capped mountains at each end of it. Very beautiful up here. There looks like there's lots to do. There's roads leading to what looks like maybe a mine, and several other hot spring pools in the area that I want to go check out and see if they're soakable or not. Find out what the water temperatures are and just sit back and relax. And right here is the main hot spring pool. And you can see somebody else is here in a converted ambulance. Matter of fact, there are 2 converted ambulances here right now. And there's the main pool.
We got here and got so excited to explore that I forgot to show you guys who the winner is of how many people were here. And Dave hit it on the head. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 1 more over here, 4, And we make 5. Hi, Luz. Should have known it was too good to be true. But so far we found 3 hot springs, and we're just going to settle in for the night and do some more exploring tomorrow. We'll see you then. Good night.
We are currently the only ones at Spencer Hot Spring, but I wanted to walk you down and take a look at the pool that we've been soaking in, and that's the closest to where we have parked. So let's go check it out. The hot water's coming in through this pipe. It's got a couple spots where it's leaking, but it's not a big deal. And it's detached, as you can see, it's detached right there, so that you can move this outside the pool if it's too hot and let it cool down a bit, and then re-add it. So this is basically a horse trough made out of plastic, and it makes for a nice deep pool that doesn't fill full of mud. So obviously, you know, if it's a natural one with the rocks around it, it's gonna look better, but this one works just as good. And there's a couple more pools, and they get cooler as they go. And there's Spencer the duck. Come here, Rudel. Come. Oh, Rudel. You scared the poor duck. He'll be back. That duck, that's his favorite spot, and he'll be back probably in less than a minute. Well, Carrie, I have to admit, likes hot springs more than I do, as far as she'll go in 3, 4, 5 times a day, once in the middle of the night. Although I do enjoy going in at least once a day. But how rare is it to have a hot spring all by herself?
Pretty rare.
I know, it's rare.
One that's easy to get to.
Yeah, this one's, well, it is far away from any towns or gas stations, but it's easy to get to.
Easy to drive to. Any car can get here.
Any car can get here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to get in. How's the water temperature?
You're gonna think it's perfect.
Oh,
it's a little cool.
It is perfect.
But I have it heating up.
Oh, how's the view?
Wait, show him the duck. It's not afraid of Rudel.
That's Spencer the duck.
Spencer. And Rudel is paying no attention to the duck.
Nope, all Rudel wants is us to throw his ball for him. Oh, this feels great. Where's your ball, Rudel? Did you drop your ball?
Yep.
He dropped it. Oh, he got it. He got it. Oh, yeah. I like it.
How's it going out here?
Coming along. I love the smell of cedar, and it smells great. So I think this is going to be really cool when it's done.
You're almost done, huh?
Got the first rough sanding done. I'll come back with 220, and then I think I'm going to burn the deep edges of this with the torch.
Yeah.
And then come back and lightly sand it, and then stain it.
All right.
So this is going to be a really cool stick when it's done.
The most tedious part is the sanding.
Yeah, it's probably going to take me about 30 hours of sanding. So,
you think it's going to take that long?
Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be worth it, though.
I'm excited. Am I going to get it this year?
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be done this year. Picked up this straight piece of cedar, and it's going to be a walking stick. So this is my first day on it, first day attempting to carve anything.
It's looking good.
This is going to be the before shot. We'll show you the after later on down the road if I don't destroy it somehow.
It's a walking stick for Carrie.
Walking stick for Carrie.
So today I'm going to clean the stock tank. I found a scrub brush here, and I noticed this tank has a drain plug on it, so leave it cleaner than you found it, right? I'm going to get in and scrub the sides, drain it out, and by tonight it'll be nice and clean. This is day 2 that we've been here, and the pattern is everybody soaks early in the morning, late in the evening, and it's very slow throughout the day. So I'm doing it middle of the day in hopes of not interrupting anybody's soak. But we're going to get it nice and clean. So here's the side before. I'm hoping all of that'll come off.
How's the progress coming?
Involving some scrubbing. I asked Dave if he had a little plastic scraper. Scraper. That's what he brought
That
me.
fits the definition perfectly. It's a little plastic scraper.
Yes, it is. I don't know.
I've got an ice scraper. If you'd like to try that, I can bring that down.
Yeah, ice scraper might be better.
All right, I'll be right back.
That's more like it.
All right.
Let's see if that works.
It's already looking a lot better.
Yeah, it's a lot better. Then I can come back and scrub that with this.
Looks like pretty much where it was, right?
I think so.
It's gonna be hot when it goes up.
Yes.
Alright, little doodle doo. You dropped your ball in the butter. That's nasty.
Okay, it's not perfect, but it's 1,000 times better than it was. We're going to fill it back up, let it cool off tonight, and we'll have a clean soak. This is my favorite time at Hot Springs. Nighttime. You have it all to yourself. Just the sounds of nature. The stars in the sky. And the sound of the water. And a man up on the hill. So you know your walk home is a short walk.
Rudel and I are going to go for a little walk. We can see what looks like a mine in the distance on the top of that hill up there. So we're going to go check it out, see what we can see on the way. Let's go, Rudel. Let's go check it out. There are several places to camp up here, maybe dozens. Fairly level spots. Some of them even have fire rings or fire pits with grills, which is unexpected when you're in the middle of nowhere. But pretty neat. And we're gonna head up that road that goes close to the top of that mountain and see if we can see what all that concrete and area that looks like a mine is. I can't tell if these are the mine entrances or not because it looks like everything's all filled in. And you can just barely see our van in the distance. I think we're gonna go up the hill, see if there's any more signs. So these were tungsten mines. And one's called Linka and the other one's called Conquest. And from what I hear, tungsten is a material that's used to seal glass to metal. And it expands about the same much as glass does at the same temperature. So that's why it's important. It's used in all kinds of things like lamps, light bulbs, the old TV sets that use the glass tubes. I don't know a whole lot about it, but that's what I'm reading. And we're gonna go see if there's any more entrances in this area. Or at least go for a walk up the hill and see what's on top. Rudel and I made it to the top. So we're on the top of the hill here and the road keeps going. But I don't see any more mining activity. There might be some well up the road. But I'm pretty sure they filled in the mines because I don't see any caverns or ways in. So all that's left to do is walk down here and see if this is another hot spring where I can see the cattle troughs down in the valley. So let's go check it out. Aha. Okay, Carrie's gonna be mad at me. This is the one that has the fish in it. And she wanted to explore this one. So I'll probably have to let her come up here and do the video on it. But I see all kinds of goldfish in there. So I'm assuming it might be warm. I think we're gonna head back to the van, which is not even a mile away. And I think Rudel's thirsty already. He doesn't like that sulfur smelling. It's not strong sulfur, just a light sulfur smell. And he doesn't like warm water, at least not to get a drink out of. So we'll go get him some safe, good water. You ready? All right, let's go. Go get Carrie. Go get Carrie. Good boy. We don't take places like this for granted because they're not everywhere and they could easily close them. But to have a location where you can come, soak in a hot spring, and camp overnight, all for free, without the crowds, is something pretty special for us. And, you know, pick up as much trash as you can, keep it clean, and hopefully they'll stay open for years to come. Coming up on another one of the hot pools here, hot springs. And I think this is supposed to be the hot one. I didn't bring the thermometer with me, but I think it's around 106 to 108. So way too hot for me. But this one looks in good shape. Oh yeah, it's the hot one. It looks in pretty good shape, like people have been cleaning it and taking care of it. There's even a little 4x4 post that they put in here with cleaning tools on it and coat hangers to put your towels or your clothes or whatever. And with information on it too, it says be aware of naked people, and that's gonna happen at these kind of hot springs in the middle of nowhere. But you sit in the pool here, get a great view of the snow-capped mountains in the distance. This hot spring here has this metal cage around where the hot water's coming actually out of the ground. And I got a feeling it's extremely hot and it's here to protect people from getting hurt. And then it spills over into this pool. Right there's where it's coming in. And this pool is filled in with mud and murk. So it definitely needs some help if it's going to be used again. But it looks like at one time, I mean, this was probably the main hot spring pool up here. You could re-dig out this hole, or maybe you could put in some kind of a liner. And it's by far the biggest and could be the deepest.
Rumor has it that there's a donkey or a burro herd out here somewhere. And the last couple of nights I've been hearing them. And I see lots of evidence that they're here. So I found a trail. Rudel and I are going to go follow it. And there's also supposed to be a fish tank. One of the stock tanks that have goldfish in it. So we're going to go explore and see if we can find that today. Rudel sees somebody up on the hill. Come on, Rudel. So these hot springs out here are what people would call cattle troughs. So you sit in the cattle trough, and so I'm calling this one the fish tank. Beautiful day though. We found the fish pond, and I see fish. No, Rudel, don't go in. The fish are cool. Don't know if I'd get in these ones though. This looks like a tetanus shot waiting to happen. But the fish are happy. I don't like the mucky bottom ones. I want a little bit more rocky, gravelly, cleaner one. Here's my thinking on this type of hot spring. If you know there's wildlife, cattle, donkeys in the area, and they've clearly been here, you can see their prints in and around the pool, I would say don't get in those ones. Those are the ones that might be contaminated. Because those animals, they don't know to go away from the spring to go to the bathroom. But the fish are happy. But I'm not getting in. I'll go back to the clean plastic one that I cleaned. I know I said I'm not going to get in this type of hot spring. I'm not going to get in and soak. But I am going to get in to take a picture of the fish and a picture of the beautiful mountains in the background. I'm only going to go up to my knees. But I can't pass up the picture opportunity. People actually get in this to soak. This is no good. Yeah. I'm sinking in like 6 inches of mud. Trying to get my foot out. Ew. Look at that. Yeah. No bueno. No thanks. The view's amazing. Yucky. Hang on, Rudel. I'm using you. Okay. Definitely let's go back to the clean tub. We're gonna come to you a little bit different in this ending today.
Yeah, so first of all, we're gonna start off with what we like, and there is a lot to like.
We're sitting in it.
The water is perfect here. And this is fairly remote enough not to be a crowded hot spring like a lot of the other ones that we've been to. And there's a lot to do here. You can go hiking, mountain bike riding, off-roading, or just chill out and relax because it's rare to even hear the sound of a car here. It's that peaceful and quiet.
It is really peaceful. Now, we are near a naval air base, so you might hear some jets going occasionally. Whoa, did you see that ball? Okay, what you need to know about this location. There are no amenities, so pack it in, pack it out. There are some fire pits, but you'll need to check on your fire regulations before you come.
Yeah, we are getting some cell reception here, so enough to do a few things online, which is nice.
We're getting 4 bars of Verizon LTE.
Okay.
Our T-Mobile hotspot is getting 1 bar of 4...
4G? Well, a couple,
4G LTE, yeah.
All right, so if you come here, like we said, it's pretty remote. So the nearest grocery store is between 40 and 50 miles away. So stock up with food and water and all that kind of thing before you come out here, so you can stay out here a while and enjoy it.
The nearest town is Austin, Nevada. It's 20 miles away. It's very tiny. You'll get a cafe, a trinket shop, and a gas station.
Yep.
That's about it.
That is the nearest gas station too.
Any size car can get here. Any size rig can camp here.
Yeah, it's BLM. So this is a 14-day stay limit with dozens of places to camp. So, and it's fairly easy to find one that's level. Don't worry about, like Carrie said, what size rig you have. Just bring it on in here. Do watch the weather. You wouldn't want to get caught in a snowstorm or even rain, because the road could get muddy.
So we are in the middle of nowhere, Nevada. And so this is a place of extremes. It can be extremely cold in the winter and extremely hot in the summer. So please come prepared. We say this all the time. Please check your weather forecast. Come with enough water, enough food in case something happens and you're here for an extra day or two.
Yep. So there is fire pits here and some fire rings. So as long as there's no restrictions out, you'll be able to bring wood with you, because there's no wood out here, and have a campfire.
Now there are donkeys in the area, and we've been hearing them and we've been seeing evidence of them. And we have heard rumors that they come sometimes and they drink right out of the pool when you're in it. So don't be surprised if you see donkeys when you come.
Burros, yeah, or donkeys.
All right, we thank you for coming along with us, and we hope you stop out here and enjoy it as we have.
Absolutely. I was just going to say, come out here, because it's one of the few places that is free to camp and has a free hot spring, and that's not crowded, at least not when we're here.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, and we will see you next video. Thank you for watching. I wanted to take this opportunity before we left you just to get you really quickly caught up on Mom. She's home, she's in her own space, her own routine. She has a great network of friends, and I think that's probably the best place she could heal, is right where she is. Now, as you can imagine, she was really tired after 6 weeks of chemo and radiation. She was anemic on top of that, which adds to the tiredness. So they have her, they're watching her closely, they're giving her some supplements, and very soon she will be doing some tests to see the outcome of the treatment and how it affected the cancer. So we are both nervous and excited to see that result. In March, she will start her immunotherapy, which will be once a month for 1 year. So we really appreciate Dave, myself, I know Mom does too, all the outpouring, the reaching out to us, giving us support, and just...
If you would like to support our channel, please consider becoming a patron, or check out our new merchandise at advantureatatime.com. We also have stickers available in our website store. Thank you for watching.
Background the whole time. And you might get your own little duck too.